Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with again for some more Surviving Mars. This is our 1075% difficulty, and we are post-Metatron. Oh, and the dome just got shut down by lightning. That's annoying. Sturgeon the baby dome. Ah, Sturgeon. I don't know why you're called Sturgeon, or why you're called Keith, or why you're called Burrows. But, you know, that's a thing. Crazy Town makes sense. Australia was an amusing making sense thing. What are we short on here? We're short on fuel. Okay, well, there is a shortage of flight control at the moment, which is probably part of the problem. You guys have... it doesn't function during dust storm, but can we build the 3 structures during dust storm? You guys are running off to get material, I guess? I guess you are. Okay, that's fine. Sort of in range. It's a lot of polymers and a lot of electronics for each of those, but they're pretty fantastic. I mean, it's 5 polymers, 3 electronics, because they're... I don't know, are they? Does it not construct during the event? No, sort of. I think this is 3. They don't seem to be being built. Probably because of the offlineness of it. That's interesting. Good to know. Yes, there was something somebody said about waste rock making atmosphere. Right. Okay, so new technologies in the environmental side of things that we could do. Carbonate processor, burning waste rock to the carbonate processor. This one apparently doesn't produce Mars quakes, whereas not that one, this one, the core heater, does produce Mars quakes, apparently. So, I guess this is probably less ideal. Cloud seeding and seed vegetation. Spray plant seeds in the atmosphere and let them settle wherever they want. That's a little vague, but okay. Melting the polar ice caps event would be a boost to our water. It is something we can do. This is also something we can do. We can drop ice asteroids. I think that's a good idea. It's on our list to do. We are 34% done the Martian Institute O Science. We're at $500 million. We can, when we get $1 billion again, we can go ahead and get some more work done there. The SETI satellite, I actually want to fire off the SETI satellite, use the money to, well, maybe we'll return. Yeah, you know what we'll do? We'll do that. We'll bring the rocket back. He can land. Then we'll send him off with some rare metals back to Earth, and he can bring back a new Luke, because we lost Luke. It was sad. Luke and his clone both drove right over here to this lovely anomaly in the middle of a meteor storm, did 3/4 or 70% of the research, and then proceeded to have a meteor land on top of them both and kill them. Sad. 4.56% on the water in the atmosphere. That is pretty awesome. This whole contraption over here is probably shut down, right? Yeah, it is. I'm going to actually deactivate you for the moment. No point in leaving you running. You guys, oh no, is just you. I don't think we have any other small water sources, to be honest. There, and the lake, it's gonna stop filling because, you know, 0.05, yeah, it's gonna stop filling because there's nothing going on until that electrostatic dust storm finishes. Let's bring our speed back up. We ran last episode entirely, I think, on the slower of the 2 speedy speeds. You guys can switch to second shift, will you? Thanks. Man, there's a lot of renegades. We have 63 of them now. Just that rebel yell thing just keeps causing problems. The rest of the domes seem to be okay. This one's a little rough, but the sanity's not having issues. Morale and comfort's a little bit low. 2 unemployed people, strangely enough. We have space for the Hawking Institute there, but do we have scientists? I don't know. Let's encourage scientists to come here. Since we have a few of them, we told them not to be here before. We'll close that up and let them be there now. I hate the fact that these domes can get shut down by electrostatic strike. And they're shut down for like 2 souls, or at least a solid soul. It's really silly. Really, really silly. and kill off your people just by having a lightning strike on the outside of a dome, which clearly would be designed to be grounded and not allow lightning strikes to damage it. But hey, that's just me. We have 0 seeds in store. How are we doing for food? 500 and some. Well, I guess it's probably time to let you guys switch back to doing a bit of seed work. If you're not doing seed, can you make your secondary seed? No, it's fine. You're busy. We'll let them finish. Try to keep an eye on that for future reference. That's it. Just those 3 are doing. Oh, you know what we don't have over here? A farm. That's fine. We don't need one because these guys are in like super duper high-tech houses with a residential comfort of 100 because of this thing. And service comfort of 100 and increases the comfort of all domes, all residents in the dome. 7 people inside. They get relaxation, exercise, playing, and social from being in here. That's pretty fan-freaking-tastic in my books. We have one more thing on the... fuel explosion. Well, that sucks. At least it was just under the device here, not storing some. That's alright. Man, you guys have too many workers out right now. It's just overkill like crazy. We got 10 workers working down there, 20 up here. We got, what do we got here? 21 here. A few more is okay. 20 pack up there, that's probably alright. Richard, are you downstairs? You are downstairs. Well, not much important going on down there, but he's doing a good job, so we'll leave him be. This thing is still operating. 1577.1. Okay, he's gonna keep going. That's good. Fuel explosion again. Oh, right on top of that baby. How many did we lose? Doesn't say, does it? Okay. I wish it would say in this thing like how many fuel was lost. We have only 48 fuel in stock at the moment. We're losing 43 water at a time right now and 16 oxygen. It's a good thing we got plenty of storage. It's a very good thing. You know, I wouldn't mind having some water storage over here. Probably a good idea, right? Where can we put a water storage that'll be sensible? It's got to be in the scrub range, right? This whole area is not very efficiently utilized right now. Like maybe something like that. It's in heat, it's in scrub. And then we'll put an oxygen tank over here as well. Good. And let's see, you have connections there. What do you need to go through to get there? That kind of sucks. I don't know that that's a very useful way to pipe that. I mean, I could run it around the outside. Also, just back that up a little. Back it up by that much, and we could do this. There we go. Both of those should be connected now. And we'll run the power line to match, and we're good. Inside scrub zone, and inside heat zone, near the water. That's pretty good. Let's put in some power over here because this is going to consume a bunch of extra power that we are not, and it's not helping the power situation at all right now. So let's make it help the power rather than hinder it. There and there. That's all right. And put in some more in between. Like that. That's good. And what about connections? You're actually connecting, and that'll connect that one. Good. I like that. That's what is this? What do these things do? Full those do what? Well, we're in a dust storm right now, so I think they're produced 20 apiece. Unupgraded, you're at 25. Okay.
Research complete.
Martian Institute of Science. Excellent. We have science. I would really like to get our... did we do the tech for that research? Or for that workshop? Where was it? There, we did. We do have the VR workshop. Good. We could actually pull out some like gardens and stuff and crank up some VR workshops and be silly about it. How much? What's our population? 40% of our population is going to be... I guess that's 40 per 100, right? Is that how many we need? 40% of our population doing it? Yeah, 40% in workshops. I guess that's... Is that 40% of our population? What does this workshop cost? VR workshop, 5 electronics, 20 concrete. Alright. And I think it's 10 per shift, so we can host 30 people. So we need 40 of those, or 4 of those, fully staffed right now in order to actually get that event. We might even need 5 of those fully staffed. That's pretty wild. I think we'll start out by doing this dome. Filling it, let this dome start, because we have plenty of metals now. So let that go. We won't actually... do we deliver the metals? I don't think so. I don't think we can reach this thing. Oh, you know what? It might. If I put... We have a ton of metals there. It's not going to reach that, but it will reach over here. If I put a little storage here, a metal storage, and I say, please deliver me those metals, like, I don't know, 50 of them. Will that get that working? I bet you these guys will go crazy on delivering metals, eh? Let's drop that. 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 Put a bunch of workers over to here. That's pretty good. More than enough to do that. We'll try to crank some people into this job here. I think they're going to deliver a bunch of metals. They are. Okay, excellent. So they'll pump the metals over there, and they'll get shoved into that building. This guy can drop another 10 and not... What? Not working? Oh, building was disabled. That's fine. There you go. Put 37 dudes in that job. That'll let them get a lot of guys getting a lot of drones delivering all the metals over here, which the moment they drop them off, they get sucked up by the nanites and put into the Megadome. Excellent. So that will finish up before too long. We have 13 now hours left on the problem there. Why do we have why do we have Moxies and stuff? Or not Moxies. Was it diners or something? Well, we have a small art store that's inactive, which doesn't need to be. That could be improved to help things there. Ah, we completed SETI satellite. Excellent. We have another SETI satellite project, which is $1 billion now. It's getting ridiculously low value, but $1 billion is still pretty good, considering it's just a bunch of very near-free metal, near-free fuel, and 30 electronics, which is pretty much also free. We have 178 of them at the moment. So that's pretty decent use of $1 billion, I would say. We're slightly over 2 billion in stock
Resources
right now.
are low.
And if we can hit 2,100,000, then I can bring the rocket over. But I think we'll just bring a... Yeah. If we resupply you, or I could actually go ahead and research the ability to build those. What's it cost for that? 15,000. Not exactly ideal. Not exactly ideal. I mean, I wouldn't mind being able to make them. Doobity-doop-a-doo. What about it? Do we do that? 15,000 research? Probably not. We'll just spend $1 billion to bring one down. It's just $1 billion, Drake. Let's get this guy to can't land because 4 hours left in the dust storm. Okay, when he lands, he can do that dust storminess thing. Out of drone commander range, huh? Can we maybe get you over to drone commander range? 20 concrete and 5 machine parts, or 5 machine parts. Well, you guys are both up there waiting for a meteor to drop in your head, are you? Might I suggest diversifying your locations? No, you're just going to keep queuing the same jobs over and over again? Where are you guys going? What? Where are you? Really? You're actually trying to get around to something that's over here. That's your pathing? Oh no, you're heading home. Really? With 27 and 35 metals, you're heading home? Huh. I'm not sure that's ideally intelligent, sir. Take the trailing friend here and tell him to pick up these polymers. And then he can continue his work. Ah, there we go. News project SETI satellite. Not what I want to do. But the thing is done. The job for the disaster. That's it. Sorters are not expected to last for 3 days. Well, I would disagree, but maybe that's fine. We don't have 3 days worth of it, but we've already just spent like how many days not producing? A bit of polymers here, huh? Nice. That's convenient. Let's do that. Not sure where you're going to head after that, but whatever. You grab this, please. Since you're right there. And you got empty space. Alright, enough fiddling with those guys. Is the rocket able to return? Yeah. Let's pop back up to the map, or to the base. Bring down the eternal pause. Sure be nice to be able to upgrade that mobile mine. There we go. The Megadome is going online. That's going to give us a massive research boost. That'll allow us the orbital engineering and part of the interplanetary projects as well. And then I think we will take you guys' advice on setting this guy up. That's going to be our first atmosphere. Actually, magnetic field generator is probably more important. We probably have to do it in that order. I want this in, and then I want that in, so we don't lose the... so we don't start pumping out atmosphere and then lose it right away. I feel like that would be a wiser choice. Amplify upgrades for atmosphere. Okay. These are major projects. Space mirror to improve temperature. Magnetic shield, decrease the loss of atmosphere. Those are projects. Interesting. Let's go that way next. Yeah. I think that's what we'll do with the next bit of tech. We might look at a few others that need to kind of be filled in. Like, outdome buildings require maintenance less often. That's probably something we should have done a long time ago, right? We could put that at the top. But I think we'll go with this guy at the top, and then we'll take a chunk out of the resilient architecture would probably be a good idea. Increase our storage. Not very essential. Really not. Let's do that on the bottom. We might consider going back to the other things, but... Drones doing landscaping faster. We're really not landscaping with drones. Rockets don't matter. Basic domes, microdomes, and barrel domes have improved comfort. Let's do that. Because I wouldn't mind having our miners have a bit more comfort. Well, they don't really need it. Yeah, whatever. It's something we can do. It's not really useful. It's kind of a waste of 3K research, or 3K research, isn't it? Kind of. We're going to outsource once, though. There we go. And close that up. We have $1.1 billion, so we can send this guy off, let him fill up, and send him off to back to the Earths to sell off some rare metals.
Research
back.
milestone
No,
achieved.
actually, change of plans. It's not intelligent. Stop that. We're not going to do that. Oh, I love it. We just finished our milestone of the Megadome construction. He's now in place. Look at how many slots that darn thing has. This is a basic dome here. There's another basic dome, and another basic dome. It's actually 4 times the capacity of a basic dome. Pretty wild. I wish it had, like, you know, 2 or 3 or whatever spires. It'd be cool if you could build, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 spires in a big building like that, but I guess not. 2,500 research from the Megadome, plus our goal for our mission sponsor was to build, one of our goals was to construct a Megadome. And that's 10,000 research from that. So that's it for these guys. We're not going to get the other one because that was landing colonists in the first 15 souls, which is not part of our plan for this take. Oh, it finished that tech too, really. Okay. Resilience architecture is 27% done already. And we got the new wonder that we can build. So I think we're probably going to look into that going right in here. What do you think? What if, let's look at what that wonder space is right here. That wonder being the space elevator. Space elevator. We could put him right down in there. That right there would be pretty magical, wouldn't it? Let's make it magic. Make the magic happen here, Drake. Let's get rid of these right here, and just a bit of that. And then find where the wonder's going to sit, and respond accordingly. I don't think there's a specific spot that has where the stuff gets dumped. I don't know if that's a thing. So right there will do nicely. And then we can just connect the power lines like that. And I guess we just keep this rolling right past it. And then this. There we go. Perfect. Split power grid. No, it's not really. Oh, it kind of is. Man, what a celebration going on. There's so many domes all over the place. There's fireworks up the wazoos. Now, you're going to be a lot of product, right? But we have it all in stock, so I think we will temporarily just run... Oh, why are you not connected to that? Does that not count? Apparently that thing does not count as a power line. I can't put a power line through there. No, I cannot connect that. That is weird. Okay, well, let's fix that then, because I'd rather not have that scrubber offline that whole time. It seems like a silly idea. Let's do this. There we go. Alright. So that thing's going to happen pretty aggressively. The nanites are going to do the job fairly well if we can only bring some polymers into range too. Let's let you do that. Say go with over here. What we don't have is proper storage in the area. Okay. Polymers in there, and say bring me 50. That's good, good, good. All right. So they're gonna go pretty busy on that. Drones jumping all over the wazoo, every which way. They're busy, busy. Look at our space hoppers. Oh, orbital, or I mean, what is it? I don't know. The trajectories are pretty brilliant. I forget the words I'm looking for there. We've managed to have our renegades continue to be idiots, as always. It's just, I mean, every society needs people that look at in shame and disrespect, you know, that sort of thing. That could possibly be improved upon. I don't think we need to triple down on that. I mean, a single piece of... Oh, you know what? It's not happening? That needs to happen. Right there. So we keep all of those warmed. There we go. Some of this is actually in an ice zone, so that was wasting power rather profusely. Actually, let's shut him off temporarily because I want to revisit the numbers there. This dome is probably in a cold spot. Okay, you're taking 20 power. You're taking 20 power. You're taking 20 power. 25.6 there. You're in a cold zone, aren't you? Yeah, you are. All this is in cold. Wow. That one doesn't seem to be being affected by cold. Neither is that dome, interestingly enough. Auto save. Okay, how are we doing? We're still okay for time for a change. Also cold. Not cold. Okay, so the cold area comes like right to there. We activate that guy. We save a bunch of power. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50 something power reduced. That's pretty fantastic, actually. So I'm liking that. 50 power reduced from one subsurface heater. However, we have come to the point where we probably need to upgrade our moisture vaporator farm up here. Let's look at the scrub zone. And why are we not any further than that? Okay, well I think we probably could go ahead and put another... Do we? We have space to? Where would we put you? Yeah, we can totally do that. Let's do that, and then do this. Good, make that happen. That'll give us a much better range. That'll let you cover everything up here, and then we can expand the water farm a little bit to the west. I want to actually remove these unnecessaries right here, so we can clear up the space and put more moisture vaporators in a sensible manner there. And I guess flop that around and do this. Does that reach? That one is out of scrub, so don't do that. And let's go ahead and do the power along there. Pipes along there. You're already piped in, and are you powered in? You are. Okay, that's a couple already. Upgrade both of those. Put a few more in here. Let's say there and there. I'm not sure how far you can reach. That is it, actually. So let's look at scrub range here. So straight up from that is the center point of this one. So if I do this...
Resources are low.
2, 3... Block 2. Really? Really? Is there uneven terrain there? Oh, it's so stupid. Did that fix the terrain, or am I going to have another stupid little glitch spot because they haven't figured out how to clean that up? No. It's better. When an area has been covered, like I did this whole thing. I blanketed this whole thing. You can look back on the previous videos, and I told it to clean. It sometimes just leaves the little tiny nicks that are like one tile that's slightly off balance, which is fine. You can just do it again, and it's free, except for when you already built near it. And the minimum flattening size is that. So like up here, well, like we had the other episode, like if for instance this tile right in here near this, any one of the tiles around the top of this moisture vaporator were unbalanced, we could never fix them without tearing down a building. I mean, in our case we could tear down the pipes, but still, it's very silly. Very, very silly system that they should have long ago fixed. IMHO. Alright, V to do that. All the way to there. Excellent. You guys working. There and there. There and there. You know what? Actually, let's just do, make sure they're all being done. Nothing being left behind. That'll help our water production. Lovely. Yeah, it's a bit of a boost to the water anyways. One in there is good. What else could we use up here? Anything vital? Not really. We got the heater in, we got the scrubbers in, we got a laser turret. Don't really need much more than that, I don't think. We could put in another laser turret. We have the surplus materials for it, so let's do that. Not a bad idea to have extra defenses. Alright, so all you guys are upgraded now. Boom there, boom there. Look at that. Everything's going to be going. Why are you not all going? Oh, you are all going. Good. All queued up. Lovely. That'll massively boost our production rates. Now, how are we doing down here on the big project? We are short concrete, which we're actually out of. Okay. That's good to note. So it's going to be a while to finish that, because we get 50 per soul from there, and we need another 100 plus units there. Okay. We're going to chug through that pretty aggressively. Water, part of the water change issue was that this thing is now consuming 4 water and 4 oxygen. So that does change the pulse of things a little bit. Did we put Moxies over here? We didn't, did we? I should probably make at least one. At least one Moxie. Give it some Moxie, my friend. Give it some Moxie. Is that going to be scrubbed? Yeah, sure is. Make it happen. Come on. Doesn't need to be prioritized, right? We're being silly. Okay, we'll upgrade that productivity. You guys are starting to stock up. That's lovely. Make sure you are all upgraded and you are all upgraded. Alright, good. Now, this, oh, that lake still needs some TLC, doesn't it? It's just outside of range, I think. It's unfortunate. I guess I could adjust that, right? Let's bring that lake a couple tiles in just to make it work. Oh, we could also upgrade that to a bigger one. Does that fit? Uneven terrain. Oh yeah, we got that terrain issue, don't we? That's fine.
Research complete.
That should be built then, right? Oh, you guys can reach it. That's excellent. Resilient architecture, so outdome buildings now have less maintenance. That's fantastic. Water consumption of domes reduced by 50%. I think that's probably a good idea soon. Farm, hydroponic farm, and fungal farm upgrade automation, decreasing the workload. Yeah, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Metals, concrete, production, cost reduced. This allows us to build rockets. Wouldn't mind having a replacement to the quarterback. Rare metal extractor production increased by 50%. We only have that one little extractor. It's probably not a vital deal. Removing a perk, or a flaw, adding a perk. That's really nice, actually. Oh, right. Residential building upgrades with the home collective. Increase the service comfort of buildings, of the building by 10. So you can actually add that to apartments and everything else. I like that. Oh, man. Seriously, we didn't get the officers and medics upgrades? Oops. Oops. Reduce the risk of colonists developing flaws after sanity breaks. Also, oops. I never care for this spire, this building. It's not really a valuable spire. Like everything else you could possibly do with it, it'd be better. In-dome buildings require maintenance less often. Let's put that to the top. That sounds like a really fantastic idea we should have had a billion years ago. Alright, so what's going in here? Well, we're going to start by building this place to be beautiful. It's going to go with hanging gardens to begin with, and then they're going to have... it's going to be a baby center. Not housing babies, but making them. So, the idea here is to make sure we have ample service of all varieties. So I'm going to go with some service buildings clustered in the middle. A couple of those. And a couple of these. And then I think we probably need to put in an infirmary and an art store. Let's put an art store on this side. Art store over there. And we'll put a electronics store right in there. We'll get a bit of gardens, or I guess let's put in the statues in there. That's lovely. Also, not that we need. We're not going to keep the babies here, I don't think. We will do a Hawking Institute for sure, because we get this place. This place has a research bonus. Right there. What is it, 20%? 15% research boost. Boost research production when in radius of a dome or outside research facility? What is this outside research facility? What do you speak of? Can't build outside research facilities. What are you talking about? What is an outside research facility? I'm a little confused here. This must be a thing if they're saying it's a thing. I don't know. Space, the final frontier. Let's make this very socially inept structure design there, and then final frontier. There we go. That's a better looking one. Right there, love it. Don't know why we'd need them, but I like them. Okay, so I was distracted there, but yeah, that is weird. That's really weird. Anyways, services. Nope, wrong buttons. Services, dome services. We are gonna have a casino because we're gonna have all the awesomeness here. We're going to have a space bar. Downtown, baby. Gotta hang out in downtown. There's a big gym in downtown that everybody can use. I love it. La 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 la. All that goodies. And then I think we'll put in a large garden in the extra tile there. There we go. Talk about your service center. That looks pretty fantastic. Is it though? Infirmary is not in there. So that's a bad choice. We didn't put an infirmary in. Although, you know what? Instead of that, what if we do the medical center in here? Because here's my thinking. There. Here's my thinking. If we have a hanging gardens, which I intended the whole time to have in here, we get a plus 30 to comfort to all residents. If, however, we have that means we could put apartments in basically and have super apartments that would be super comfortable. Everybody would have lots of babies, but it doesn't give the birth bonus because the infirmary has the ability to do a lower minimum comfort required for birth. That's what it does. Large capacity, more effective than an infirmary. Will recover health and sanity as long as they are not starving, dehydrated, freezing, or suffocating. So it actually increases their sanity and their health. I don't know if the infirmary does that. No, health and sanity. Yeah, it does. Okay. So that's not an improvement. Larger capacity is an improvement. But more importantly, the service medical checks, we can give an upgrade to both buildings that increase comfort bonus when they go there, and we can have this one have a major boost to the birth rate. I do not know what that factor is, though. If it's a 50% increase, if it makes them all act like sexies, then it sounds great, right? We've got this one. Increase birth rate in the dome. I don't know what that does. That doesn't give me any information on, like, realistic numbers. So it's kind of frustrating when they give super duper vague information like that. This dome alone has 33 couples making babies right now. We have 337 babies built in this dome? Yeah, that's how it works, Rick. You build them. Build them out of Lincoln logs. So, do we do an apartment-filled building here? We got to put in a cut, so you guys can let me know what you think here. We could do an apartment-filled building, right? It could be just a crazy amount of apartments all the way around. Or we could do smart complexes. And the smart complexes we would do with the infirmary. No, not infirmary. What's it called? With the medical center. That's the connection there. Or we take that out and we put in a hanging garden. And then we have that instead having a effect of turning these things into the comfort level of those things. I'm in favor of switching these out. Apartments, you know, this is kind of the single life sort of thing, right? That's what's going to be going on here. It's kind of the focus on the self and the happiness. And they can live in apartments. They can have, they don't have big families to house and feed, you know, that sort of thought process, maybe. But this affects all of them. So every one of these apartments gets a plus 30 comfort. Sounds like that's probably the better way to go on this, I think. But I don't want those yellow ugly things. Let's get rid of that yellow ugliness. Oddly enough, they auto-start building. That's pretty aggressive. Somebody want to clean that out of there? Thanks. Because that's annoying to have that sit there. Okay, if we have it paused, let's go ahead and rotate that into place. And then we switch to those ones. I like that idea. And there. And there. Let's go across the road here. Do the same thing. And there. This is going to be a ridiculous amount of peoples. Ridiculous amount of people we can put in here. Do we have a different color scheme, please? Or is nasty but ugly yellow the only option you're going to give me? Apparently it is. If we do that, it's a crazy amount of housing. Absolutely crazy. Tons of power demanded from this, because each of those take like 10 or 12 power just to run. I think we probably, in light of that, need to put in more power production over here. Probably going to be a good idea. There. I don't know if that's going to reach. Yeah, it does. That works as well. That and that. Is that going to fit everyone? I think all of those are scrubbable. And then we put in some of these guys. And there, and that's fine. Good. Now, is that sufficient? Yeah, we got 4 lasers guarding that thing. That's going to be a crazy amount of stuff going in there. Now, however, before we go any further with that, I want to build this dome service building 6 times. Just because that's an achievement, and we will make that happen. And that's all they'll do for work, is provide the services and the workshops. We have 327 people, which means we're going to need 1 billion of these things to operate. So go ahead and prioritize those. The resources will pour in for that. We'll get things working. What are you waiting on here? Just a bit of concrete. Okay, well... that is priority? No, make that priority. Let the concrete go there first. Excellent. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining me. Give me your feedback on this thing. I'm thinking the apartments and the hanging gardens is probably our best bet. Because basically that's going to mean... You know what? Those don't need to be prioritized, Drake. That's going to mean every one of these apartments acts as basically a smart home as far as comfort level goes, which is enough, but we are then going to need to remove this park. Okay. It does provide comfort and relaxation and all the rest of the stuff, so I'm going to remove this park, and I'm going to think about infirmary activity over here. Because we definitely need to have an infirmary if we don't have the medical center. I think we'll put 2 of those in. That's probably enough. Maybe. Maybe. Not entirely convinced. But it might be good. Might be good. Maybe bad. Maybe awesome. I don't know. We'll let me get your feedback on that one, and let me know what you think. We will be back in the next episode to get some more of this fun done real soon. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you in game.